Oh, everyone can see me. Goody, goody. Hello, it's me. Is it you? It's me. How's it going? I look forward to seeing some comments. Last time I had it stuck on a different chat, and I'm thinking, why are there no comments? But then I realised it's because I wasn't looking at them. So, do I have to join the chat? Does that actually work? Connect the YouTube. So do I need to do that? No, I don't think so. Right then. Don't know. Maybe I do. Connect. Oh no, it's too complicated. What have I done? I'm hoping the comments will just come on there now. Hello, everyone, or anyone. Is anyone there? Because I can't see any. I'll cross that off. I don't know if I'm going to see any comments. I hope there are some. Otherwise, I'll be very lonely for the next hour. Oh dear, I can't see any. Do I need to connect it? Oh, thank God for that. Hello, Alexandra. Hurrah! Yes. What do you want to know, Alexandra? I will. Hi from San Diego. I've been to San Diego. San Diego. It's different. It's a completely different place to San Diego. Hi, Dolores. How you doing? Nice to see you. Right then, Alexandra, ask me a question and we can get going. We can hit the ground running, missus. Why not? Why not? General reading. All right then. I don't do general readings. I will see what you need to know, Alexandra, at this time. Okay? See what you need to know, Mrs. Alexandra. What does Alexandra need to know at this time? Here we go, Alexandra. There you are. This is yours. Okay. Hello, Janet. Hello, Regan. Right then, so Alexandra, Mrs. This is okay. This is interesting. This is about the choices that you're about to make, that you need to make, that you should be making, but you need to be making them in the most generous possible way. Come down the bottom and let me know if you understand what I'm saying, because it's very important that you join in and take some sort of agency within your reading. Okay, so this is very much the choices that you make, you need to be very careful about, okay? But they will absolutely bring you to a place where you're like, oh, this is what I wanted. So it's very much about going with your heart here, more than going with what you actually think. It's much more about bringing into existence that which you would really like to have in your life. Are you there? Yes. So when I see this card, the sun, I know that the outcome is going to be splendid. It will be spiffing for you, but it's on you. You can't at the end of it say, oh, I wish I'd done this or I wish I'd done that. It hasn't gone the way I wanted, because the choices that you make are vital. So I would make your choices very carefully based on love, generosity, kindness, and understanding, with love in your heart moving forward, not so much about what your logic is, which is interesting, because normally I would say to you, just go with what you think, but this is very much go with what you feel. What can you imagine happening? How do you feel it would go? How do I want to just sort of intuit my way through this? And that's where you'll be. And if you do that and you keep to it, then you will absolutely come to a really good space, a really happy space. It'll be like, oh, thankful. I'm so thankful that I made those choices, because it was touch and go there for a minute and I've done it, and absolutely where you want to be. So I love that for you. I love that. Everybody, please do go through StreamYard. Thanks, Stace, for your everyone. Please do go through StreamYard, because hello from Dagenham. Hello from New Zealand. If you go through StreamYard, you can be seen. Otherwise, it just says Facebook user. And we don't know that. Hello, Caroline. Hello, Nancy. Hello, Nancy again. Because I thought it was different, Nancy. It's the same Nancy. Stop putting lots of Nancys into the readings. Right then. I have a code word. It's a special word, and it's please. That's the only word you need to know. And it is spelled with 6 letters. It's not just 3. Right then, Nance, whereabouts in New Zealand? I love New Zealand. Whereabouts in Dagenham? I'm joking. I don't know Dagenham that well. Right then, yeah, plus I don't know what that is. Right, Nancy Sherman, how you doing, matey? Hello, Leanne. How you doing, Susu? How you doing? Hello, Facebook user. please do go through StreamYard. Otherwise, we don't know who you are. Hello, Sharon Richard. I don't see her. Where is she? Where's Nance? I'll have to move on, Nancy. If I don't see you in the next 2 comments, I will move on. Nice drop of vodka. Not really. Not really. It's water. Right, no, I don't see Nancy. Okay, so I will move. Oh, there she is. Yeah, I did call you, Nancy. I will tell you what you need to know. Nancy Sherman, I'm with you, mate. I'm with you. So it's time for me to practice my ventriloquism. Nancy Sherman. Brilliant. Do I get the gig? Right then. Don't shorten everything, because otherwise I don't know what plus is. Hello, Leanne. Right then, Nance. If you have specific questions, y'all. Hi, Georgette. If you have specific questions, y'all, please do write them in full, and I can get to you with them because I do like them. Hello, Lindsay. Right, Nance. Nancy. This is what you need to know because you didn't ask me a question. So you'll get what you're given. Right then. So this is interesting, you know. This speaks to me for you, Nancy, about you having to choose where you want to put your time and your energy. And I just slowed right down to tell you that, because normally I'm like, but this was like, Nancy needs to do this. And it's all very zen. So I do feel as though sometimes you feel as though you're kind of robbing yourself of 20 minutes here and you can't get this done because you need to do this thing, but actually you need to do that thing. So it is very much about you kind of choosing where you put your time and energy. And I feel as though you need to put it into the good people that you have around you and also into your finances. You need to be kind of no, I can't see you. Facebook user, that's the funny thing. You need to decide. I feel as though you've got a piece of an idea that you've had some inspiration that you would like to do, but you haven't committed to it. And when you don't commit to it, when you don't commit to it, you cannot get where you need to be. You're not, some people, they sort of cruise through life and you think, hang on a minute, they didn't even put in any effort. And I don't understand that, but for some people we need to put in the effort to get the results. And for you, I feel as though the effort needs to be that you need to choose where to put your energy and to put your effort, and then you can kind of make your dreams come true, which is a hell of a thing to say. But if without the dream and without the effort going into it, you know, they don't just sort of spring out of a clear blue sky. For you, I feel as though you've got some things you would really very much like to do. Where is she? I haven't seen her since. Nancy, I do hope that you're understanding. If I come to you, please do come down and say, yes, I understand. And that way you're part of your reading, which is giving you that voice for my guides to hear. So I do feel that for you, please balance what you're doing and let go of that which is not dropping the cards. Let go of that which is not serving you, even though it's like busy work. Do you know what I mean by busy work? Like, I'm busy. I've got no time to do anything. But actually, what have you achieved? You've done a bit of ironing, maybe. And that necessarily wasn't such a good use of your time. So that's what I'm going to leave with you, matey. That was for Nance. Hello, Dolores. Regan. Hello, Aisha. Hi, Seeds of Imagination. Because you call yourself that, I will call you that here. Nice to see you. Very nice to see you. Lovely. Hi, Kate LeBrock. Hi, Sharon Whitchard. Regan, I'm with you, girlfriend. If drawn, I would like to know and ask Spirit what's ahead for me. Okie dokie. She understands. Okay. Nancy understood. Good. Regan. I want to say Reagan, but I don't because there's no A. So there we are. Right then. You're very welcome, Nance. I shouldn't call everybody by a shortened name. I now call you Nance Shear. Right then, another one I can't see your actual, 2 of you, I can't see who you are. Hope Leanne's doing well. Right then, I've lost her. Where is she? Regan, let's see what you need to know, what's ahead, matey, what you need to look out for. Regan. Da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. If you get an extra card, if anyone knows what I've just sung. Da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da. Right, Regan. Made myself laugh. Regan. Right, there we are. Anybody who knows and put it in, you can have an extra card. Okay. What do you need to know? All right. So there's going to be a time where you're going to need some structure. You're going to need to make a choice to choose the structure that you need to progress in your life, to your dreams, to the things that you would love to do aren't going to come without some sort of discipline. And that discipline is in the form, hi Hayley, that discipline is in the form of kind of learning, it's knowledge, it's speaking up for yourself, it's doing things the way you know they should be done whilst keeping the dream alive. I feel like I'm in some sort of pop song from the 80s, keeping the dream alive. But you know, it's very important because this is the main card for you, which speaks very much of control, and this is coming from you. I don't think it's coming from outside of you. I feel as though you need to have that control, that you can actually step. This is quite interesting because it does speak for you to be making a choice that you need to be making, Regan. There are choices coming your way that you sometimes feel as though you don't have agency for, that you actually do, that you need to make the choice. I'm not saying you need to do it immediately, but I am saying that you need to sort of see what's around you for real, not what you would like to imagine. It's almost as though the reality of the situation that you find yourself in, you will catch up to, then you will be able to take ownership of it, and then you can move forward. There's a sort of reckoning, if that makes any sense, and I feel like it will. There's a sort of reckoning coming your way, Regan. I feel I'm inspiring. That's what we want, even if it comes to the point where we do meals. She's got it. Jennifer, Caroline, I will try and do you some more. I will try and get to you. Wow, she got it. Where is she, Regan? I feel like yes. So you know what? Sometimes structure comes from eating meals at the same time, or even eating meals, kind of looking after oneself. Once you start to look after yourself, and that includes eating well, cooking, doing the things that you need to do, making sure you're warm enough, that your clothes are clean, and wash all of those little bits, things, they sort of build up your self-esteem. They give you this foundation to move on to a space where you can start to look outside of yourself once you've taken care of the very, very basics. And that does sound like, well, sounds a bit ordinary or easy, but actually that's where it starts, with yourself. That little bit of self-love means you deserve the structure that you need to move forward. Because when I see this card, the King of Wands, I know there's a lot to come for you, a lot of dreams that you might have put on hold, that you've just felt overwhelmed. And feeling overwhelmed is very, very difficult to sort of see anything other than, oh my God, panic, that kind of thing. And when we panic, we don't see things clearly. So get back to a little bit of routine that you, if you've never had it, make some. And that routine could be, I'm going to get up, I'm going to have a glass of water, then I'm going to have something to eat, then I'm going to learn something or put on some music that makes me feel good. Anything, you know, as long as you keep doing it, because it takes a while to get into a habit, good or bad. And that's the truth of it. So I'll leave that with you, girlfriend. Thank you. Right then. Where is she? Oh, seeds of imagination. Not really. If she wants to come on and make herself an account, absolutely. But otherwise, it's a bit secondhand. And when I work privately with people, I can tell people what they need to do around someone. But to tell someone what they need to do via someone is a little bit vicarious. So if she wants to come on, absolutely. Right then, let me see. Jennifer Sedman, are you here? If I don't say hello, it's not because I don't like you, except you. But I would, I know I said I'd give an extra card for anyone who got it right, and you did. So I will read the extra card for you, the sweetie. It's very good. I love it. I used to love. Oh, Regan, hello. How handsome was John Thor, or is that just me? Wasn't he handsome? Jennifer Sedman, what do you want to know, matey? I'm with you, girlfriend. Right then, missus. I've only just had lunch. I forgot. No, not the 18. I forgot to have lunch, and then it got to 3:30, and I was like shoving it down me. Right, Jennifer, I don't think you had a question, matey. I feel like you must be in England to know that. If I Caroline got it as well. So I would love to work with Caroline afterwards if she's still here. Caroline May Sandbrooks. But Jennifer, I didn't see a question, so I'm going to work with you. Jennifer! Oh, bless you, Regan. I feel like you can create a different kind if you have. I'm really sorry that happened, but I do feel that you can create something. I'm not doing medium shit. I will do the open to anything. Right. Jennifer. That's yours, girlfriend. Right. The Knight of Cups. The Hierophant and the Ace of Wands. And I will look at one other for you. Okay. So I do see. Oh, I saw something out the window. It takes my attention's gone. Sorry. Right. So for you, I feel as though this is it's a bit of everything. That's what's interesting here. I do feel very much that at the heart of it, there's some learning for you to do. There's some structure. Again, this is what happens. We get into a space together and other people's messages become relevant to us. But for you, there's some structure. I've got the Hierophant. This speaks of your authenticity, the way that you feel on the inside being reflected on the way you feel on the outside and how you portray yourself. It speaks to you learning more about your environment. Jennifer. Okay, cool. It speaks to you learning more about your environment that you would like to create almost, because I do see you as a kind and loving person. I got the Knight of Cups, and this speaks to you kind of thinking, maybe I would like, again, I got the glasses on. I would like to meet more people. I would like to have people closer that I could have these conversations with, sort of really in depth. I feel as though I want to get further and more into discussion. I don't want to be superficial. And I do feel like because of that, it could be quite exciting that you could start some new things. So I would say what I'm seeing here, and because I've got you an extra one because of the Sweeney, this speaks to you kind of moving to a new mindset, a new place where you can learn stuff and really enjoy it. And you said that you're semi-retired, so that makes a lot of sense. With your spare time, I would be actually learning things to take on a whole new life in a way. And sometimes something really snowballs and spirals when you start learning something, you love it. Let's say, for instance, tarot, for example, and then suddenly you find yourself going live on a Saturday and you do and it's like, whoa, all of that happened because of this. And that's where I'm at for you. It's very much, and it takes you to a very different mindset. That's your extra card. Your mindset becomes sort of, it's like you were going like that. I'm not saying you were small-minded at all, but it's very much like my horizons are huge. Your horizons are huge. So I really like that for you. I feel as though, please look out for some classes that you would enjoy. It's nice to see you all. Thanks, Rosella. I would really like to see you broadening your horizon. I read but need, there you go. So it's about finding some way to do those things. Interesting that I said tarot. So it's about I am too. So it's very much about you adding more to that so that you can broaden that and have more nuchas from it. Okie dokie. I did say that I would read. Hello, Caroline. Hi, Brolic. Hi, Deborah. There was someone who had the Sweeney, and I said I would read for them, and they had 3 names. 3. Would you like to see my new manicure? It cost £1 million. Right, where is she? The one who said the Sweeney about a month ago on here. I know I said her name. Hi, Dina. Hi, Kayla. I'm not doing spirit messages. If you would like to work with me privately, you're very welcome to follow me. Come into my inbox, and there I will tell you. Oh, she's not into tech. Maybe she could just sit next to you and do it. Seeds of imagination, if you're still there. Maybe you could, I don't see who I said it for. I'm just checking up. Caroline May Sandbrooks, are you there, girlfriend? Caroline May Sandbrooks. We've got 2 or 1 Facebook user. Otherwise, that's fine. I will move on. But don't think Caroline's here, because it was about 3 months ago. I'm here every Saturday, and I may or may not get to you. But if you want to work with me, I will get to you if you privately. Right, so I'm going to move on. Lauren Bouchard. Lauren Bouchard, I'm with you. Please, could I have a reading? I'd love to know where I'm headed career-wise, whether or not I'm in a good position. So are you in a job right now? Does that mean you're in a job right now, or you're looking for a job to head into a career? And whether the job you're in is in a good position. You're in a job, right? So I'm going to work with you right now to have a little look at that. Hi, Kayla. Hi, Alison. Hi, Deborah. Right, Lauren. In a job. Got you, Mrs. Lauren. Okay. So you said, am I in a good position right now? So that's quite an interesting question, because it feels as though if this is not your situation where you can start over and and feel like you're in a good position, then it would mean you're moving into something else. Because what I'm seeing here is quite a passion and quite a healing space. So it could well mean that you need to move on to do that, or you are in a good position and this is a do-over from something that's already happened. Or it could mean that you need to take a do-over. So not knowing the circumstances of your work at the moment, I just feel as though whether or not I'm in a good position, because I do feel like this is a great opportunity for you to reinvent yourself, for you to start again, for you to find the passion. It does feel as though this could work for you. You know, I would say to you know what, give it 3 months if you feel as though this is where you should be. Otherwise, then start looking for something else. But I just see a lot of healing taking place, and it's almost as though you get to breathe a little bit easier. You get to think, I can start again. If this new manager is a decent person, and they might be, I mean, it does happen, that it gives you an opportunity to reinvent yourself somehow, which is quite an interesting space to be in. And then therefore you get to heal from something that has gone on that's made you feel as though this is not working for me. And then you re-find the passion, because he's popped out 150,000 times today, the King of Wands. It just speaks to you thinking, do you know what? I've got another opportunity. I can absolutely be who I want to be, but reinvented. So it's almost like you're Lauren 2.0 in this. So give it 3 months. If that makes sense to you, please do tell me whether that makes. So that's quite an important space. I feel like you've been through something quite difficult, and now you get to start and do a do-over. So that do-over could mean that the manager is nicer for you. Does that? Okay, yes, with an exclamation mark. I like that. We've got a lot of people that are not in StreamYard, and you must know that you're not in StreamYard because you probably came in via the Facebook live group. Therefore, I can't see your name. Right then. I hope that made sense for you. I quite like it, actually. I feel like I'm getting some breathing space, Lauren. Right then. Carolani. Sharon Witchell, please stay, because I know you've been there quite a long time. Right now I'm with Carol Ann, if she's here. Caroline! And then remind me I said Sharon. Carol Ann, are you here? Caroline! You're welcome, Lauren. Caroline! Caroline, 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 where is she? Where are you? Hurry up! I can't see her. Hello, Anne-Marie. There you are. You said about moving to pastures new. I feel like you said. I can't keep scrolling because my finger falls off. Caroline, pastures new. Let's have a look, matey, at the energy around that for you, mate. Caroline. Oh, that was funny. They all fell out of my hand. A lot of them. Oh, he's come out again. He's everywhere today. It's like, yeah, interesting. It's like someone, how can you be everywhere at once? He's become omnipotent. Right. Interesting. Do you see me moving to pastures new? I feel as though you should, actually. I really feel as though, do I see it? I would suggest that you do, because I feel like where you are, what you're doing, maybe we've done that. It's like it's done now. Sometimes we get to the end of the shelf life of something, if that makes sense. You know, you're past your sell by date in a certain aspect of what you're doing, and you know that. And it's almost like I can't really reinvent myself, like I spoke of before in another situation. I can't be. I feel as though I feel sort of squashed a bit, and until I move, until I move on to pastures new, I feel as though I'm not going to be myself. I'm not going to get to where I need to go. It's almost like this has become something of does this make sense? Oh, good. It's something of a millstone around your neck. It's almost like there's too much has gone on, too much has happened, too many memories, too many things that make me think that this is not my space. This is not my reality that I would really have wanted for myself growing up. Did I dream that this would be my life? Absolutely not. So for you, I feel like you need to dream that you can move on to pastures new and then go about it. Because if you'd have said to me, should I would have said absolutely. And do I see it? Yes, please. Do you know what I mean? It's very much about you doing that. I really would like for you to kind of grasp some opportunities that I do feel are coming your way, but sometimes you're looking over there when you should be looking over there. So the opportunities are there. It's not that you've got no options. You do. It's about grabbing them. So I'm going to leave that with you, girlfriend. Thank you so much. I did say I was going to read for someone else, but I'll be blowed if I know who it was. Who was it? I don't know. So I will go back up. Yeah, I do have a code word without which no reading will take place. I'm going to see who was here a really long time. Please don't think I'm missing you out on any reason other than not seeing your name at the right time, which is sometimes when I haven't got my glasses on, I'm not going to see you. Right. Let's see where we are. I know that some people haven't gone in through StreamYard. Sharon, it was. Sharon Witchard. Are you here, girlfriend? Because I know that you were here kind of very early on. And I would like to get to some more of you name-wise that I can see there that have been here a while. So is Sharon Witchard here? Witchard. And I would love to work with you right now. If you're here, please do. Hello, Trish. I don't see Sharon Witchard. I'll have to move on. She's here. Oh, that's Stace. She's on it. She's very, very good at noticing every comment, whereas some of them get away from me. Thanks, Stace. Sharon. Hello from New Zealand. Right then. I'm here once a week. I've still got half an hour, so, you know. Sharon! If you have specific questions, please do put them. Right then, Sharon. No health, no legal, and no fertility. I don't deal with those. Right then. Here we are. This is for Sharony Witchard. I can see you, Anne Maria. Okay. Interesting. I always say that. Interesting. Sarabi, you'll find out when you take it, won't you? Do the work. Right. So you'll find out next week. It's a waste of a reading. Right. So, Sharon, I have for you, I'm in my head type situations. There is an element of anxiety that goes on for you. I do feel as though you have brilliant ideas, but I do feel that you get into your head quite a lot, and that can cause a certain amount of anxiety. And it's difficult to sometimes come out of that space. It's almost to like where rumination takes place, by which I mean thoughts go round and around, and it's like, oh, sometimes you want to say shut up. It's like when you got a song stuck. Does this make sense for you, Sharon? Sharon, where you can kind of have some worrying thoughts that go around, and sometimes you manufacture an idea, which is sometimes we can get an idea and we can sort of catastrophize a bit, which is like, so let's, for example, we cut our finger with a knife or something, and then suddenly we've got fingers dropped off, and then my whole arm's going to drop off, and then my leg as well, and it's like, oh, and all you did was cut your finger and it's completely fine. But it's that kind of thinking, and that stops you from being happy. So it's very much about you taking more control of your thoughts. And I know that you go, well, that's easy for you to say. It's not as easy, it's not as hard as it sounds, because sometimes we can't have two thoughts running at the same time. So it'd be really good if you could pick another one which speaks to what you're looking forward to. If you could just think about the things that make you happy, the things that make you feel as though you're much more in control, because when you get that anxious feeling, you do feel like you've got no control over your entire life, and it becomes, from one little thing, it becomes a bit of a snowball. And so sometimes that has to do with physical, it gives us physical feelings as well, that fluttering that we hate, that feeling that we hate in our bodies, that is part of it. So if you could please try and pick a better thought, you will be in a better position, which is position and space mixed together, for you to actually feel happier. And there's a lot to be said for just feeling happy. It's almost like if you would worry if you weren't worried. Does that make sense, Sharon? So please pick a thought about your most, take yourself in your finger, take yourself in your mind to your most bestest, loveliest place, and imagine that and embellish that. Feel the warmth, hear the sounds, smell the smells, and you'll find that those other thoughts, they go away. They come back, but you put them away. They come back, put them away. You don't have to give any credibility to those naughty, nasty thoughts that come. Yeah. So choose one. Where's your most bestest place? You don't have to tell me, but I know that you know it, and it's going to be warm and peaceful and comfortable and cozy and lovely. And then you can just feel it, imagine it. And at the same time, you can't have the horrid ones. All right. So I'm going to leave that with your girlfriend. I hope that makes sense, Sharon Pie. Kayla, I know you've been here quite a long time. Did you ask me a question, Kayla? If you're still here. Stace has put up the link for those of you that haven't gone through to go through to StreamYard. You're welcome, Sharon. Hi, Samantha Marsden. New. Is that really your name, New, or is it because you're new on this account? I've lost her now. What did I say I was going to do? Am I the worst? Kayla Jenkins, what do you need to know right now? I got a new deck today. It is so gorgeous. Will the battle I'm going through end soon? If that's health, I can't really get into it, but I can give you an energy of what's going on for you otherwise, Kayla. Nice to see you all, by the way. Thanks for popping on. Drop us a follow, and if you want private work, please do let me know by coming into my inbox. Okay, Kayla. The battle I'm going through ends soon. Interesting question. Doesn't feel like it, does it? It really doesn't feel like it to you, but it could do, because I see ultimately that you're going to you're going to assert your independence. For you, you know, because when I see this card, the Seven of Swords, this, you know what this tells me? No, I'll tell you. It speaks to you having to go by a different way. It speaks for you maybe not going through the sort of normal route, the normal way to get where you need to go. It sort of think outside of the box. It's like if you've always been sweet and delightful and charming and like allowing people to get away with things, well, maybe not then. Maybe do something, sort of get your inner ferocious warrior going, because I feel as though you absolutely need to bring to bear a different energy in order for this battle to end. And I feel as though you might not do it as your sweetest self. You might have to do it as embodying another character, a character that would know what to do. And that's sometimes what we have to do. We have to kind of, when we want to get money back from someone, when we want to do something, we have to kind of put ourselves in a sort of gorilla suit, if you know what I mean, and just kind of, grind out a result. It's not about waiting. Sometimes it's very important that we take control and assert our authority. And for you, it sometimes feels as though, I can't get anywhere. This is making me so unhappy. This is making me miserable. It's taking my energy. But actually, there is something you could do differently. And I feel as though you need to sort of take charge of it. And if you know that you've taken charge of it and done everything you can in the most sort of aggressive without aggression way, by which I mean overly assertive. All right. Is this making sense, Kayla? If you can assert yourself as much as possible and you know that you've done that, then you can leave it. And I do feel ultimately, yes, you will win, because I do see someone that's doing very well on their own. It's very much about the independent, strong woman energy here. So you need to bring that to bear, and please don't get stuck in loss that you feel. All right. Does that make sense, Kayla? I haven't seen you since I asked you. Because it does feel as though there's some loss involved, some sort of feeling of loss and mourning and losing the will in a way. But I feel as though you need to get it back. All right. I'll leave that with you, Kaylee. I hope that made sense. If I work for you, please do come down the bottom and say to me, yes, Lisa, I understand what you're saying, because it really helps my guides and me to kind of connect with you. Right then. I know that some of you have been here for 100 years. I don't see Kayla. Hopefully she's still here. Right then. Deborah Chapman. I know you've been here for about a month. Hopefully Kayla took what I said. Absolutely. Oh, bless your heart. Yeah. I'm going to push some strength at you. Ah. Yeah, it's almost like the loss of someone created that. That's what it looked like. Right then. Deborah! 3 a.m. in Australia, go to bed immediately. Or Father Christmas won't come. If you're not asleep. You only go to sleep in March. Right. Deborah Chapman. Deborah Chapman. I am available for private work. Right, Deborah. Deborah Chapman. Don't know what that is, Bruni. Deborah Chapman. There we are. That's for you. This is a choice that you need to make. Deborah Chapman. Right then. Please, may I have Deborah Chapman on the screen? Thank you so much. Oh, Brunei. Oh, wow. Excellent. I've been to Borneo, but not Brunei. I guess that's the closest. Right then. So for you, Mrs. Deborah. So for you, this is about finding the middle ground. It's quite interesting. Sometimes it's about sort of not being too assertive. The complete opposite of what I said last time to the okay. Oh, Sarawak. Yeah. Anyway, so Sarawak. Yeah. So this is very much about you middle ground and moderation. Moderating. It's like a choice you need to make at the moment. It's almost, if I didn't know better, and I don't, but it feels as though you need to sort of be quieter about what you would like to say, and it's a choice you need to make to get where you need to go. And that's quite an interesting one for you. Where is she? Deborah. Who am I with? Deborah. I'm with you, aren't I? Yeah, I lost it because it wasn't on there. Deborah. So for you, sometimes we do say, and I know that I've said it before, least said, soonest mended. And that does speak to sometimes just holding on and just being quiet in the moment and letting things play out, but it's a choice that you need to make. I don't necessarily feel that you getting overly involved with people and the people that you love will take you anywhere that you need to go. I feel very much that the choices that you make soon and in the little while need to be based on what you would love to do. And this will take, it's almost like you're gonna go further into something you really love. It's quite a bitty feeling. It feels like it's quite hard to get hold of. I do feel as though there are strands going on for you at the moment, Deborah, that you sometimes find it hard to get. Oh, thank you, Henry. Sometimes you find it hard to kind of grasp. You know, when like I don't know, let's say a mosquito's flying by and you saw it, but you didn't really get hold of it. And I feel like there are some ideas and notions around you. And it's like, I need to write them down. I need to do something to grab on because I'm not feeling that I can get to them. Interesting is not good in this capacity. It's not connecting with you. But this is funny because that's exactly what his face is doing. Interesting. So it does mean you need to make choices that apply only to you, and then find the middle ground, be moderate, don't be extreme in anything, and then just kind of quietly go after the things that you would like to do, the things that you love, the things that make you happy. And I feel that will change the course of your life. And I don't actually say that lightly, because when I say change the course of your life, that's a lot. It takes you from not fully grasping everything that comes your way to actually being much more present. All right. So I'll work with you. I won't work with you. I'll leave that with you. I've already moved on to the next one. I'll leave that with you, Deborah. I do hope that made some sense. I've no idea what I just said, so I'm going to leave it with you. Right then, I want to go back up to see who was here ages ago. I know Alison's been here a while. Alison Moody. I'll start being quiet. It's not like I want you to never speak, but I want you to listen more, because I don't feel that when you say something, it's going to take you where you need to go. Alison. Hi, Naomi. Right, Alison, is it the right time to go self-employed? Let's have a look at that for you, girlfriend. I've got a pendulum here. So that's yes and that's no. Is this the right time for Alison to go self-employed? Yeah. Don't know if you can see it, but it's absolute. It's a yes, but I'm going to pull you a card to see the energy of that for you. But it's a yes before we move on to a card. Right then. Alison, that's yours. Two of Wands. Is it the right time to go self-employed? Yes, it is, but you're not ready straight away. There are things you need to be doing, and then the things you need to get in place. There are things you hadn't even thought of. It's going to create a little bit of conflict either inside you or around you. Other people are going to think, what's she doing? You might have to temper that in some way, and that is the Temperance card, which again speaks of moderation. So if you're ready, if you know what you want to do and you know how to do it, I would suggest getting on with it. And that would suggest fighting down any little voices that sit on your shoulder and say, no, it's not a good idea. Oh, you can't do that. It's too difficult. Don't do it. Because I'm telling you, you can. So you can say, Lisa said I can. And I do say you can, but I don't say do it tomorrow. I say do it when you're absolutely 1,000,000% sure that you've got everything in place. It's really important, because I've got the Two of Wands here, and that is about following your dream. I know, but the things I need to, that's the thing. Once you put them in place, the Two of Wands becomes the Three of Wands, and that is your signal to sort of charge ahead, charge into the thing you really wanted to do. And it feels like it will be a passion, and that's passion. That will be a passion for you, and it will be something you're very good at. You will not realize how good you were at it because you haven't done it yet. But I do feel, don't rush. But when you're in it, you will be full steam ahead. So you'll be very immersed in it. So please put any of those little voices away that say you're not able, you're not this, you're not that, because you absolutely are. So I'm going to leave that with you, Alison. Anna Maria Island. Anna Maria Island. Hands up who knows Anna Maria Island. Anna Maria Denny. I'm with you, matey. Ex or new lover? I can't resist that. I can't resist the question. I like that question. I will see. So do I go backwards or do I go forwards is what you're asking me. I like that. It is something I'm passionate about. Been working towards it. Brilliant, Alison. Yeah, love that. Anna Maria's in Ireland. I know there's an island called Anna Maria. That's funny. Anna Maria Island. That is... It's very exciting that happened, but it was a different island. Island. Right. That is funny, isn't it? Because that's in Florida. Okay. No, the one I'm talking about is in Florida. How funny. Anna Maria. Ex, or let's see what we want to know about a lover. A lover. A lover for my life and nothing more. Anna Maria. Anna Maria. Five of Cups. Page of Swords. Oh, wow. All right. This is about going forwards. This is about not the ex. This is about the new. I do feel as though you could get quite quickly involved with someone new, and that might be a good idea, because I don't really want you looking backwards, because I feel as though there was quite a lot of sorrow and you sort of getting over it. So I don't want you going back into it. If I were here, no, I am here. If you were here, I would get your leg and stop you going towards him or her. I would stop you going backwards. I want you to continue going forwards, because this tortoise is running very forward, very quickly. New lover after 12 years. Okay, you get about. I don't want you going backwards. That's the simple question. I feel as though there's lots to learn from what you've been through with that old person. The person from the old days. I do feel there's a lot to learn, and I don't even feel as though you've taken it all on yet. Sometimes we need to stop and feel the feelings in order to let ourselves move forward, because I do see that is done. I see that it is done. And even though there may be some residual feelings, and also the familiarity that we get from having been with someone for a long time, doesn't mean it's great. You know, you could be familiar with a lot of things, but it doesn't mean it's something you want for the rest of your life. So I would take the new. All right. God bless ya. Thank you very much. Tracy hand. Well, Tracy, quick. We've got 12 minutes. You're so welcome, Anna Maria Island. Yeah. New. NEW. Right then, girlfriend. Anybody wants private readings, you know where to find me. Just hover on my name and message me. Welcome. Tracy hand with a fox. No. Yeah. Tracy, you want to know what's coming in for you? I feel like we worked together last week because I recognise your fox. Please do stay, because I've still got 10 minutes. So I could probably do 2 or 3 more. Tracy hand. Tracy. I have to say it in all the different voices. Tracy. All right, matey, I'm with you. That card's come out a lot today. So this is about you overcoming that which, oh, bless you. Oh, good. It's good to catch you this week. I like your photo. This is about you overcoming all fears, all sorrow. And I'm sorry that you have that. I know that you have sorrow, and I know a lot of us do, but it's how we feel about how we work with our difficulties. And this is about you not allowing your life to get smaller. This is about you not allowing any, at the end. This is about you kind of pushing through, is what I've got for you. Push through. If I'm scared of it, I'm going to do it anyway, because I will only, that's where your growth is. And I hate that it is, but for you, it absolutely is. So it's almost like, if I want to, it's, you know, do I want to learn to swim, for example, or do I just want to kind of sit and watch other people doing it and having a lovely time? It could be anything. And then I sort of say to myself, oh, I didn't really want to do that anyway. But actually you do want to. And it is about the horrible, nasty fears. And it's about calming that voice that says to you, oh, it's really scary, Tracy, you can't do that. But you absolutely can. And actually you will say to me, do you know what? It was so much better than I thought it was. Why did I even wait? And for you, that's where it takes you into the sweet spot. It really takes you to that sweet spot. And I do feel that there is some loss that you have acknowledged, that you have mourned, but there is a feeling that that's still there. And sometimes we grow around it. We don't get over things that have been horrible and upsetting, but we do grow bigger so that they become something we can take with us, and not as baggage, but as a memory that we can learn from. And for you, that would help you, knowing that you can do that, because that's partly where your fears have come from. It's like you've lost confidence. All right, so your confidence will return and happiness comes along with that. All right, so it's about kind of small steps towards the difficulty things, the scary things, like, I don't know, you know, having a feeling that you think, oh, I can't do that, and then you get a toothache and you think, oh, wish I'd done that kind of thing. All right, so I'm going to leave that with your girlfriend. Yeah, the confidence will return when you see yourself doing the things that you thought you couldn't, and you need to acknowledge how well you're doing as well. Christine with a K. I would love to get to everyone, but you know, I'm here every week. Please God. And you also can work with me privately, which is obviously paid in my inbox. Right then, KK Christine. Yeah, bless you. It'll come back. It's not lost. It's just misplaced for a minute. Christine with a K. If not, I will move on. I'm shuffling like I'm doing anything, but I'm not. I'm just talking. Waiting. One more comment. If Christine K doesn't come on, I will move on because we've only got 8 minutes. Oh, thanks, Tracy. You're sweet. Christine's here. Thank you. You're very welcome. Christine, what do you need to know? Christine. Christine Clayton. There. Lots fell. 8 of Swords. Okie dokie. This one keeps coming out. Bored of it. Stop it. And him. He's here again. Hello. Well, it's like he's stalking us today. Stalker. Right. So for you, this is about, where do you don't have to tell me. This is rhetorical. But it is about where you feel stuck. Where do I feel stuck? What do I keep doing on a loop that's stopping me from getting where I want to go? It's almost like I can see where I want to go, but I'm doing something repetitively, even possibly without thinking about it. So that's why I'm going to bring your attention to it. That stops me kind of living a bigger life. That's what it is. It's almost like, oh, that'll do. I'll just keep doing that. You know, other people have this, other people have those things. I would like those things, but this will do. I don't want that for you. I don't want you to say this will do. I do not want you to kind of, it's not dumbing down. It's just letting time go by without doing what you would really like to do. And before you know it, 20 years has gone by. Does this make sense, Christine? It's very much about the sort of the, it's like the happy ever after that you seek. It's almost like, oh, well, you know, not necessarily going to get that, but I'll just make do with a happy 20 minutes here and there. I feel like there's more for you. And I feel like you don't even feel that you can have it anymore. But I know I feel quite sad saying that to you. But I actually want you to know that you can have it and that there are dreams still to be dreamt. I feel like now we're going into a Les Miserables play, but I do feel like there's a dream to dream. And Don't forget that. Please don't. This is what your guides are saying. Please don't forget what you would like to have done many years ago. It's still within your ken. It's still within your grasp for you. Bless you. And I don't want you to just keep doing the same old things, hoping that another thing will happen while you're doing that. It won't. You have to take off this sort of self-imposed, or now it's become self-imposed, that blindfold almost. There's so much more for you, girlfriend. And I don't like that feeling that I've got. I feel sad about it. And I know that there's more and you can have it. So I'm going to leave that with you, matey. Brolick. I know you were here very early on. I hope that makes sense, Christine. Brolick, I'm with you, girlfriend, boyfriend, person, friend. Pronouns, friend. Because I don't know who you are, because I don't see a photo, but that's all right. I know that you've been here a long time, so thanks for popping on. Everybody, thanks for popping on. You're welcome, Christine. Did it make sense? I think it did. Sometimes we have to go away and think about stuff. Brolick, when I tell you what I'm going to tell you, please do come down the bottom and say you understood it. Brolick, she's gone. I did offer you one. There you are. Thank you so much, Stacey. You're a good one. You're a good one. Brolick. I think that's what it says anyway. Or Brolick. Right then. Okay. There we are. This is about, you know what? This is about hard work. This is about healing. This is about allowing yourself to be looked after, allowing yourself to be given love to be given kindness to accept the generosity and the kindness of strangers, of people that you love, people that care about you. Sometimes it feels to you that you've been through something very difficult and it feels like quite a job to climb out of it. All right. I know that things will change for you. Does this make sense? Brolick, I feel like things will change for you once you kind of get into a position where you know that they will. And it's like sometimes we just think we're going to be stuck in the same place forever. But I feel as though, do I need to ask for a little bit of help? Yes. Sometimes I do, and it's okay that I do. And the healing will come up because you've been through something quite difficult. So it's work, but it's not work that's beyond you. It's very much something within your remit that you can do, whether that's actual work, physical work, you know, to earn money, or it's work on yourself, on your soul, on your development, on your purpose, that you can make yourself the sort of person you've always wanted to be, or that you can be proud of. Because I feel as though perhaps there was a time when you weren't as proud of yourself as you could be, and you will be again. I'm not seeing your comments, so I'm going to stop there. I hope that made sense for you, matey. Andrea, quickie. Andrea, quickie. I've got a couple of minutes. So that was Brolick's reading. That was at 57 minutes. So if you didn't hear it, that's where it is if you want to replay it later. Right then. Quickly, Andrea Reese. Andrea Reese. Brolick's had one. Andrea Reese. Andrea. Are you there, Andrea? We've got 2 minutes. Are you there, Andrea? Don't see Andrea. We're very short on time. I know we can go a minute. Andrea. Okay. Andrea. I didn't see Brolick's reply to my reading. Andrea. That's yours. Him again. I'm going to throw him out the door with you. Right then. We're very low on time right now. So for you, matey, again, this is about hard work and the results of your hard work and the passion that you put into. So it could be, you know, paid work. I don't know your position, but it also speaks to the work you do on anything, the dedication you bring, the amount of effort you put into something is going to be rewarded in the way that it should be. Sometimes we think, oh, we put in so much work and we didn't get much out of it, but that's not this. For you, Andrea, it's really very much about you reaping the rewards for yourself and other people, your family, that you kind of, it's for a long time. It takes it sort of embeds, it's almost like a legacy, that the more you do today, the more you will receive in the future. And it does speak to something that you're very passionate about. It does speak to a notion that you've had in that you can work on. It's almost like, if you like, let's say for example, you love sewing, you love sewing, and you work really hard on it, and then it becomes your thing, and that talent shines, and then you get rewarded for it. It doesn't matter what it is. I'm saying sewing because this otter this otter has got a tape measure. So for you, it's like, just dedicate yourself fully, but it has to be the things that you're passionate about. If it's only half-hearted, don't do it. But when you find yourself like, I really want to do that, I will make the time. I will set aside time and energy for it, and invest anything I need to in it, like learning or money or whatever classes, and it will absolutely see you right for like the rest of your life, which is an interesting thing. That's like, it's something that you can kind of, it becomes part of you. You sort of embody it. It becomes very Andrea, and everyone that knows you will go, oh yeah, Andrea's that, she's the one that does brilliantly that thing so well. So I'm going to leave that with you, and people will see your passion for it, and it grows that way. So I'll leave that with you, matey. I hope that made sense, Andrea. We're at the end of our time together now. So I'm really sorry if I didn't get to you. I know that I got to a lot of you, and I've really enjoyed working with you all so much. Thank you. If you want to work with me privately, please do come into my inbox and ask me my prices and what I offer. And it will be like this. It's on camera, but you'll be there. Thank you so much. Lots and lots of love. God bless you. Have a lovely rest of the weekend. Oh, you're welcome, Trace. Thank you. Bless your hearts. God bless.